You know what's crazy? The market can change entirely too fast. While I thought that today was going to be, an amazing day to talk about my dividend portfolio, not only about the amount that I've received in dividends, but also about the amount of growth. Um, Things have changed entirely too fast. So we're going to talk about where my portfolio actually is, where it stands for the day, where it stands for the week, for the year, all of that stuff that you guys want to know, as well as look at every single paycheck that I received from my dividend payouts. But before we get into this, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you could, make sure you check out the links down below for Patreon, for Twitter, and for any investment sites if you guys want to get started investing in cryptocurrency or investing into stocks or whatever. I have platforms that are down there in the description. Now, again, I said it can change entirely too fast, and that's because the last 2 days haven't been the most positive days. And we can all talk about the Fed and how it could be them to blame or the new month and all of that stuff. But the point is the market is down, and that means the market is down. That means that we lost money, whether you're investing into ETFs or individual stocks or whatever, right? I guess depending on what sectors, but it seems like majority of them are down. So if we look at my portfolio, my dividend portfolio stands at $172,242.36. It is down today alone, and it is 10:30 a.m. right now. It's down today $1,262.15, and it just increased about 1% on the day. If we look at the last week, it's actually down by 2.8% or 4.9K, right? 4,900 $46.50 or something like that, right? It continues to change because again, the market is open, but it's down $4,900, give or take a few tens of dollars here and there. In the last month, it's down by 2% or $3,367. In the last 3 months, it's up by $7,104, up about 4%, 4.3%. Year to date, it's up 2% or $3,392. And the last 365 days, it's up by a little over 2%, 2.18%, $3,650.32. Now, all time, it's up $9,497.34. I did start this going on 2 years ago at this point. At $60 and was able to grow it a significant amount, but also add a lot more onto the table. Now, the reason why I started this on the side and not just paying off, let's say, my mortgage, right, is because my mortgage is like 3.5%, something like that. Actually, I would have to check it. I think it might be a little bit lower, but it's about 3.5%. And what I expected to make in the market was about an average of 5 to 10%. Now, if I can make 10%, looks fantastic. If I make 5%, it also looks pretty good compared to what I would pay in interest if I decided to, or what I would save in interest if I decided to pay that off. Now, today, again, all time, in the last 2 years, it's really only up 5 or 6%, meaning that I'm technically, well, I could have lost money if this is the average that's going to happen over a long period of time. Now, granted, this is a weird time, and we're not going to have a situation where we lose or we end up losing 1% over 2 years or 0.5% over every single year. That's not going to be the case. I expect to see that average stay consistent over time. It's just this may be a bad year, honestly. The year before, year prior was actually really good. This year has been all over the place. And you could see that how it was picking up. Yes, we did see a downturn, but then and that was right like in the beginning of the year where things really started to pick up and then boom, everything just fell down and then increased again, finally got back up to create a triple top and now it's decreasing again. So markets don't look the greatest for the last 2 years, but I'm still giving it a lot of time. I'm going to continue to invest into my dividend portfolio. But in the meantime, while I'm holding these positions, I'm also gaining a little bit more, which is essentially getting reinvested into this position anyway. So Let's talk about how much I was paid in dividends over this time. These are some of the positions that I own. Majority of what I own is, ETFs. I do own some individual stocks and businesses like, Coca-Cola that pays a dividend, Microsoft, Target, and Nike. I believe wherever that is, Nike right here. And again, different positions have fallen down. Different positions have you know been paying me those dividends consistently, which is great. So let's go ahead and dive into what I made in the last month, or what paid me a certain amount. Now, this is not a quarterly month like last month, but still getting paid something. So let me just filter on dividends, and then I will bring this up to you guys. Here we go. So from July 3rd was the first payment. I got JP Morgan Equity Premium. I received $155.22. Dow Jones paid me $2.80. Realty Income, ticker symbol O, paid me $62.79. Investico S&P 500 high dividend low volatility ETF. I believe that's SPHD. It paid me $81.55. Wisdom Tree U.S. High Dividend Fund paid me $45.11, and then the S&P 500 ETF paid me $5.97. So that's all that I received. I have some monthly paying dividends positions in there rather than just the quarterly positions, but let's go into my dividend tracker and show you how that lines up with what was kind of expected. So this really breaks down everything. I haven't really changed a lot of the numbers that are here. I know I'm investing into SCHD every single day, honestly, and every month it's about 30 shares of SCHD that I gather. I did update that, but if we look at how much we've received in this month, it's $353.44 compared to last month, which was a quarterly month and my largest month ever, $1,208.61 from every position that I owned. But this falls a little bit below what was expected, which is $368.70. However, the expectation from the beginning of the year was $317, so it is above that point. So if we break down how much we've received over the year, January to July, we received $3,638.33, and compare that to what was expected from the beginning of the year. That's $3,567.21. So things are looking up. It's looking good either way. I'm getting paid and receiving dividends. It just sucks that you see the markets kind of coming back and bouncing off of those high points and creating that triple top scenario. Not really the best case, right? I don't want to see a triple top scenario. I want to see it break out of that level. And I'm like, all right, it's definitely going to break through, right? It created this solid bottom that was all the way down here, which was $159 and $159,853.50, bringing me down for my all time, right? 2 years, almost 2 years. And now we're seeing it kind of tumble a little bit. I hope that we can see some more positivity and it picks up. But again, over 5 years, you should see that consistent 5 to 10% payout there. Now I am going to add some more things to my portfolio over time. And this month, I know I said every month I would add $2,000. This month and next month I am not doing that. But I will make up for that as we move into the last 2 months. The reason being is I'm actually buying a depreciating asset that I want to kind of buy out and not have to worry about having any type of payment for. But that's just on me. I do want to consider doing it, so I will let you guys know if I decide to throw that $2,000 in here. But I'm already investing $30 or in one share of SCHD, or yeah, SCHD every single day. So about, let's say, what is it, $900 total if I'm doing that math correctly, right? $30 times 30 days. So we're literally looking at plus maybe 1 or 2 days here and there. So yeah, I'm investing a decent amount over time. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Guys, let me know what you think about my portfolio, which currently stands at $172,041.20. Again, down over 1,200, almost $1,300 for the day. Up $1,400. So yeah, it's definitely making some moves downward, which is not the best case scenario, but not sweating it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Check out the links down below to sign up for Robinhood or Webull or Crypto.com or something. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.